afternoon. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. It is just an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous day on this Saturday. Yesterday we did not video. We were still working. We were still getting stuff done. Had a lot going on. Allie and Allie's sister actually were packing Wrenchworks orders all day, so got a big dent in that. We're going to continue to keep doing that. Your boy GREGA was stamping boxes all night long. But anyway, we did get some work done on the truck. We have the rear shocks pretty much figured out. We got the rear mounts not fully welded on, but good enough to know that they are on there. We got some really shorty shocks. I'll go over these. These were really good. I'll tell you guys how I found out which ones would work and which ones would not, but those are actually like halfway compressed right now, so they got plenty of travel room going down. So we got that. We got the new holes drilled in the original cross member, which will work. I'm very, very happy with the way they turned out. I do have to get new 1/2 inch hardware because that's the new hole size, 1/2 inch, not 9/16 like we had originally planned. We actually went and got different shock tabs that had a 1/2 inch hole because those shocks that I found, I searched for quite a while on those shocks, and the only thing I could find in most universal shock holes are 1/2 inch. So I'm like, well, if I do 1/2 inch, then later down the road, I'm pretty much set with a better set or whatever. 1/2 inch hole size is a pretty common size. As you can see in the background as well, we did delete some lawn yesterday as well, and yes, it is cut the same direction as I always cut it. Get over it. I don't care that much, but we did that. We also pretty much got the whole entire transmission wired up. I just have to run the power and ground, which I know exactly where it's going to go. Tap that in. All of that original wiring underneath there is just going to get tucked away and hidden somewhere. I'm not going to chop it quite out, but I'm just going to hide it, tuck it away somewhere, just in case, who knows down the road if we're going to need it. There's no point in chopping it out. So we did get those things done. Slowly but surely we will knock this thing out. No word from the drive shaft guy, hoping by Monday to get confirmation that it's fixed. A new one's on its way by the end of the day, and hopefully get to my drive shaft guy by Tuesday with some more overnight shipping. But that is not what we are doing today. Well, we are, but the first part of this video, man, the sun is right in my eyes. Right in my eyes. The first part of this video is not going to be working on the first end. It is going to be picking up the new truck, which I'm pumped. I'm pretty pumped. It's not going to look very appealing now, but this will probably be maybe one of the biggest transformations. I mean, even the first gen was pretty good, pretty decently mint. This truck is not. This truck is not mint. It's gonna be a diamond in the rough. And I just wanna say this now before you guys even see it, before you guys even make your little comments. This truck, like I mentioned, kind of just fell into my lap, and it was a good deal, and I didn't want to pass up the good deal. It was not exactly the platform that I was looking for or going for, but this just so happened to come into play. So we're gonna play. That's what we're gonna do. So keep that in mind. Again, we'll go over the plans and why this is even happening. But anyway, onward. Let's fire up the tow rig, do some more towing, and then we'll come back. Alrighty guys, we made it home with the newest purchase, and we had some friends stop by, our good friends from Dirty Diesels. If you guys did not see the first Dirty Diesels video, I will put the link somewhere here. Go check that out. They just picked up this Ford sled, which I believe will be for sale. Anybody interested? Hey, what year is that? What year is that? 03. How many miles? 110,000. Oh, that's all. Okay. All right, I'm selling it for you right now. Oh, that? Yeah. That's an 01 with 268. Oh, well, 01, 268,000 miles on it. For sale. Come get it. Hit up Josh, Dirty Diesels. That's a great backup job, buddy. Bye, Mark. Bye, Mark. So we have just had visitor after visitor today, guys. Today's been an awesome, amazing day. Not really a ton of progress, but a decent amount of progress, but just, you know, people stopping by, catching up, and just, it's been a great Saturday thus far, but we still have a lot of work to do. We still have a lot of explaining to do, but our man, Mark, helped us out, got our shock tabs fully welded, gave me a little extra lesson on our friend Lincoln over here. So we're gonna do some more practicing in the future, and I think this is gonna be a great little machine. I just need a little setting change, a little practice, but we got the shock tabs fully mounted, fully welded up. I'm gonna go inside, wash up real quick, and then I got metal shards all up in my skin. But I'll come back out, I'll explain where we're at. We're gonna get the rear axle completely cleaned up, throw the shocks in, get those all painted up, and then keep moving forward. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep plowing ahead, getting what we can done. Let's see if this new Bad Larry will start. Dang it. She needs a jump start. There we go, now she's started. Alrighty guys, we got the rear all painted up, looking all sexy. Got the shock mounts all on there. She's good to go. Just wanted to protect the spots that were bare. Again, I know the frame looks like crap, but that is going to get taken care of at a much later date. We're not going to half-ass it now with all that stuff in the way, with the fuel tank in the way. We're going to do that later. We've talked about that. So frame is going to get done later. Rear axle that was down to bare metal is now protected and good. So that's good. And we also, before we fill up our trans, we got our trans temp sensor that we're going to need to get put in. So before we go ahead and fill it up and then have to take that port out, we put our sensor in. So that's good to go. We're going to hook up the rest of the transmission stuff here in a little bit. But I figured you guys might like to know about the new truck that we just got. So let's go over that before we lose all daylight. Today has been kind of a crazy, running all over the place kind of day. Had to return a lawnmower, things like that. It's just a long story of why we're not getting much done today. But we did have a great day nonetheless. It was a great Saturday. And who is not pumped about the new project? Who doesn't consider it a great day when you go buy a new truck, as rough and as crusty as this thing may look? So this was owned by a business that used it as a work truck. Obviously you can tell it's not in the best of, I guess, physical shape, but under the hood and mechanical is good. So we drove it, we tested it.
Good. Yeah.
And we deemed that it was worthy of the purchase price that we purchased it for. Well under Blue Book. So 06 59. Let's take a look see. Again, very crusty underneath here, but that is definitely all fixable. Has a little bit of a hard time starting. Looks like somebody tried to put one battery in instead of both. So it'll probably need a set of batteries. I don't think there's anything really wrong with why it's starting. This thing has been sitting for quite a while. When I say that, probably a year or two it's been sitting. Now, as you can see, our little front bumper collision here that somebody had a low impact on, but we will fix that or get a new piece. We're gonna clean all this up. It's gonna be a sweet truck when we're done. Obviously, we are going to be painting this thing. Our good buddy Mark, who you hear me mention all the time, is just, he's the man. He's gonna help us get this thing painted. We're gonna get a lot of new body parts for it. Oh, let's shut that off. We're gonna get some new seats, obviously, this thing, and we're probably gonna get new carpet. I mean, like, this is gonna be a transformation truck. This is not already done. You will see this truck transform into something awesome. So, I mean, like, why did we buy this? I bought this because it was a good deal. I also bought this because, like I've mentioned before, a lot of the projects here were already done, already wild, or went from stock to wild kind of rapidly. This truck, on the other hand, is not going to be done like that. This is going to get taken apart. It's gonna get cleaned up, fixed up, make sure it's solid maintenance wise. It's gonna get painted, but as far as mechanical wise, it's not gonna go crazy too fast. We're gonna build it like in stages. So, you know, intake, exhaust. My plan is to race this thing at the Call Out Challenge. Now, the Silver Beast, you guys need to come up with another nickname now. By the way, whoever commented first, the bread sled, it gets me every time. The bread sled is probably the funniest name, in my opinion, of John's wagon. So this thing, I don't know, the Silver Sled, you guys come up with a name. Again, we are gonna be painting it. I do have an option to change the color, do the jams, but I don't know. I mean, the first gen is silver. We could paint this thing a much better color of silver, something with a lot more flake in it. Obviously, we're going to be losing the bumper, the tailgate, all this stuff. We're really going to get this thing. I'm telling you guys, it's rough now. It's a work truck, but it's awesome, in my opinion. No power locks, crank windows. Just a work truck, but the heart of what you want is under here. 06 EFI Live 5.9. Oh, the other thing that I am planning on doing with this truck is replacing old Ranger there. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up selling the Ranger, using this and probably maybe the 08 as a work truck again, and, you know, kind of use this every day. Because that's my plan. This isn't gonna be a part like the first gen. This isn't gonna be built like crazy like the first gen. Maybe eventually in the future, like everything else, it will eventually get there, but for now, this is not gonna be a crazy build. Well, I say that, but we're gonna this thing is gonna be completely blown apart for the bodywork. We're going to take the bed off, the fenders off. It's going to get a new hood. It's going to get new doors. It's going to get new everything. And the chassis may look a little crusty now, but it's all solid. We've crawled underneath this thing. It's all surface. It's all solid. Just needs probably a very good wire wheeling session and pour 15, and this thing will come back to life. So for those of you guys who wanted me to undercoat, show you guys that on that truck, you know, we'll definitely be going over this on this truck. So here's what we're working with. Here's the start. Here is the first episode of whatever you guys name this thing. Silver sled, I don't know, the bread sled keeps getting me. You know, we're gonna get rid of the Ranger. We are gonna be deleting one truck to then gain this one. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped about it. It needs work. It needs love. But we can do love. We can do love. Everything mechanical. It runs, it drives. We took it down the road, and it was good to go. It was good to go. It has a check engine light on now, but that is because of all the low voltage stuff that is going on with the batteries and stuff like that. So we're gonna get some fresh batteries in it, really clean this thing up. But give this video a big thumbs up right now. You should have already done it, but give it a big thumbs up if you are pumped for the regular cab project. Because I am. Who's to say what this project will be down the road long term, whether it will stay here, whether we'll sell it. Like I mentioned, the whole main reason for purchasing this truck was honestly the price, and just in case the first gen for some reason does not get done in time for the Street Speed Call Out Challenge, I'm thinking that we could get a set of EFI Live tunes, an exhaust, and an intake here pretty quick for that event. And then that will give you guys, I mean, I know there's a lot of guys out there with common rails that, you know, will never take their truck to the track, but hey, I have it deleted, or I just have an intake and exhaust and a set of tunes on it. What could it run at the track? So I think that would be a good video to do with this truck. See, and that's probably the only truck that we have an automatic. Well, we have the tow pig too, but also, you know, just what will a factory truck do on the track? So I think that might be, it's not going to look pretty going down the track, but hey, maybe we'll send this thing down the track. Who knows? So we're going to try and bring everything. Make sure you guys are coming to that call out challenge. It's going to be a great time. I look forward to meeting all of you guys and people that I've met already before, hanging out with you guys. It's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. Really just for hanging out with you guys, kind of. So get it, Dango, get it. But, you know, this thing, I know I keep going back over it, and I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions about it, this and that. As you look at this, somebody tried their hand in body work, and yeah, Mark will fix that. Don't worry about that. You guys know that this thing has not been messed with when you still have your factory, as you can't see down there, factory catalytic converter still on this bad Larry. Which, you know, seeing that this is a Mexico race only vehicle, we're going to cut that off. We're definitely going to cut that off. Also, guys, leave this down below in the comments. What would you guys like to see the suspension setup on this truck? I'm kind of torn between leaving it stock in the front, dropping the rear down a little bit to match the front, just leaving it at that, or possibly doing like 3-inch coils in the front, lifting the back just a little bit. Now, in the future, I know we don't have a lifted truck on the channel, lifted per se, but I would eventually like to put a 4-inch lift and put 35s back on the tow pig. Once we replace the tow pig with our new Chevy/Tundra new truck when they come out in 2 years or so. But for right now, I'm kind of torn on exactly where to go with the regular cab. But who knows? I'm just talking out loud. I'm honestly just venting to you guys right now. Alrighty guys, while we're waiting for old Silver Bullet to charge up to move back over here, we did get some more stuff done on the first gen here. Let me show you. All right, so as you can see here, here's our bracket that holds our cable. We got the cable all situated, adjusted. We actually got both of our lines hooked up. Those are tight. Our feed and our return, supply, return, whatever you want to call them, for our transmission lines. Those are both hooked up, brackets tight, cables tight. Got the adjustment kind of right where I think it needs to be. I tried to run through the gears, so basically now our shifter in the cab is now connected down here to our transmission. So everything, it might need an adjustment here or there, but I did try and tweak it as best I could without it running and in gear and feeling it go into gear and stuff. So that should work out splendid, if you will. Our line has plenty of clearance here underneath, but that should work out good. I am now going to try to start the old Silver Beast up, move her over here, maybe do some GREGA deleting on her. I did forget to mention, Mark also dropped off our timing case for the P-pump. Got her all painted up, smoothed out. Look at this thing. That is just sexy. So this is the case for our P-pump, and we should be good to go when we start that project after we finish this project. Projects for days out here, people. Look at all this. Look at all that. Just coming from the rear bumper. Holy smokes. And the hitch. The hitch is pretty crusty too. So, as you guys know, we will probably end up doing a roll pan with a hidden hitch style, kind of like that was way back in the day that we did the hidden hitch video, but we will probably make another hidden hitch video. As you can see, the rear factory hitch, basically just 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 3, and then it will slide out, but the catch-22 is it won't slide out with this bed support piece here. So to get that completely out, we basically have to undo the bed bolts, kind of lift up the back of the bed a little bit and slide that out, which who knows, we'll probably end up doing tomorrow. But we're gonna keep chugging along. The rest of the truck, like I said, not that rusty. It's crusty, but it's not, I mean, look at the brake line. The brake line's cherry. So she needs a wire wheel all over, but feel much better now that the first day we did some deleting. That's where all that rust's coming from. That thing was gone. But I believe it might be time to call it for tonight. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, you know it's bad when your 93 first gen has more options than your 06. Oh boy. Alrighty guys, the last thing I do want to mention here real quick at the end of the video, all of the giveaway entries have been tallied up. We will be announcing them within the next video or two. We're going to choose them, the cash and the brand new AirDog giveaway. So we are going to be doing that in the next video or two. Stay tuned for that. And thank you guys again for everyone who is supportive of the Wrenchworks brand and cause and what it means. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys for that. Anyway guys, that's gonna wrap up the video. We got Silver Beast 1 and Silver Beast 2 in the background. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna go out to dinner with the wife tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.